It's April 9th, 2026, and this is History Dad Storytelling. So today's story is actually really significant to American history. It takes us back to the year of 1865. Now, on this channel, I really do try to, bring up some other different points and, stay away from the major pieces of history that everybody knows from the books. But today's is different. Everybody has learned about this at some point in time. All right. There are moments in history when the noise of war finally gives way to something quieter, relief, reflection, and the fragile hope of peace. For a nation torn apart, April 9th, 1865 was one of those rare and powerful days when the fighting began to fade out and the long road towards healing quietly began. On that day, Robert E. Lee, the commanding general of the Army of Northern Virginia, surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant at the home of Wilmer McLean in Appomattox Court House in Virginia. This pivotal moment effectively signaled the end of the American Civil War, bringing to a close 4 years of devastating conflict. Rather than a scene of triumph, the meeting was marked by dignity and respect, with Grant offering generous terms that would allow Confederate soldiers to return home and begin the rebuilding of their lives. The surrender at Appomattox did not instantly erase the pain of war, but it did mark the beginning of reconciliation. Grant's approach, firm yet compassionate, helped set the tone for reunification, reminding both sides that a country's future depended not on continued division, but on a shared willingness to move forward together. In an interesting and often overlooked footnote to history, just about a year after the surrender, Grant himself, then a national hero, everybody knew who he was, reportedly found himself on the wrong side of the law, though. In Washington, D.C., he received a speeding ticket for racing his horse and carriage through the streets. It was not his first time getting caught, though, but this is the actual time where he actually got a warrant for his arrest. It's a small but humorous reminder that even the man who helped end a war and preserve a nation was still, at heart, a human capable of both extraordinary leadership and an occasional lapse in judgment. So, if you've never been to Appomattox, I highly suggest that you go to, the courthouse, see the area. It is just like going to Gettysburg for the first time. The ambience of the area, learning what actually did happen in that room. If you've never watched the Grant films by the History Channel, if you're watching the video above it, it's kind of loosely used on that, but that is a very powerful scene of this particular day. Sometimes we really just got to step back and remind ourselves what our country's gone through, and particularly, history itself. We can't have it repeat. We need to learn from it. But my name is Kirk Weaver. This is History Dad Storytelling. It's April 9th, 2026. You have a great day.